da-da-da-da-da. He was just kind of going off screaming. And listen, everyone's been mad at a video game. I get it. But it was obvious that his mom was like, listen, every day you're screaming at Call of Duty. Maybe you just shouldn't play it. And obviously, Brandon's like, okay, mom, I'm sorry. The tough guy act drops pretty quickly when his mom comes in. And she's like, I'm serious. Stop yelling at the game. And he's like, okay. And while his mom's talking to him, the round started. And after she walks out of the room, obviously, we're going to, like, joke about it. Because we know this dude's tilted. He's not playing very well now that he's pissed off. So I end up saying something along the lines of,
wrong blanket.
Here to coach you in COD, like a she did. He wasn't that good at trash talking. I'm not going to say that. But for whatever reason, dude, it just triggers him. And he's like, no, dude, are you kidding me? Are you really going to make fun of me because my mom came in to check on me? Like, that's unfair. Why would you bring that up? And instantly, it's like, dude, that's why I brought it up, because you're freaking out. And his mom had, like, just left, so sure enough, we hear the door open up again. We hear, Brandon, what did I just say? Stop yelling. And he's like, Mom, you don't understand. They're saying that you came in and you're better than me, and blah, 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 blah. This is why you can't embarrass me. And she's like, are you kidding me? Are you going to get mad at me now because of this video game? Are you serious? And he's like, Mom, you don't understand. They're pissing me off. And she's like, this is your last chance. Last chance. Stop the yelling. If you want to play with your friends, then stop freaking out because it's annoying. And yeah, sure enough, caves a little bit again. Okay, mom, I'm sorry, you're right. Alright, guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. If you look at your screen now, you will see a gift card gift code. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card, and every single video I post here on this channel is a way to say thank you to you guys for supporting the channel every single day and having on those notifications. So if you haven't already, turn on those notifications so you never miss out. And if you already do, then big thank you. You make the channel go round, and I'll shut up and get back to the video now. And she leaves, and we hear him go, I'm going to lock her out. So he goes and he locks his door, and I think he thinks that'll buy him some time to, like, go crazy on the game. So he comes back, once again, we had, like, paused it. We had stopped the game. We were going to restart
Man,
because he had
I have no idea why I've not been watching Scrubby.
Up 3-0, so we agreed to replay it because it wasn't fair to them. There's money on the line. And whatever, so we restart it, we're playing again, and sure enough, he just sucks. Like, he's just off now, bro. He got thrown off. It's not that he sucked all the time, it's just, obviously, when your mom's yelling at you, you're getting trolled. It's hard to play that good. So he sucks, and we just keep talking crap. And now he starts yelling again. This time, just the same stuff. You guys suck. Shut up. You guys don't know anything. Why are you talking? Blah, 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 blah. And we start hearing banging on his door. Remember, he had locked his mom out. And we hear his mom like, open the door now. That's it. You're getting off. You're getting off the Xbox. Open the door. And this time, instead of backing down and being like, yeah, mom, he yells back at her. He's like, no, I'm not. Shut up. Leave me alone. The door's locked. And the mom is like, excuse me? Get off the Xbox. And she just goes back to pounding on the door. And at this point, the party is just kind of quiet. He's just uncomfortable now, bro. Like, at first it's funny, but now he's literally screaming at his mom. She's banging at the door. They're having a yelling match. And we're just sitting in the Xbox Live party chat, bro. We don't really know what's going on. So finally, we hear, like, some wood breaking. And he goes, what the? And it sounded like his mom had literally broken down the door. Like, he had locked her out, told her to get lost, and she was not having that. It was her house. She was coming in. And he's like, Mom, you broke my door. What are you doing? No. And before he finishes, like, the third no, it just goes dink and, like, bloop. You know the sound it makes when someone leaves an Xbox Live party back in the day?
Goes
yeah,
done.
He's just out of the party. He's just gone. And everybody, like, once he leaves, starts laughing hysterically because we're like, oh my god, what just happened? We're like, did this dude's mom literally just unplug his Xbox? Like, what is going on? His teammates are laughing too. They can't help it. They're like, guys, I guess you win. Like, we can't play without him. I don't know what to do. And we're just all laughing about it, dude. We're quoting him and his mom arguing because imagine this, man. You guys are just trying to play Call of Duty. This dude ends up with a screaming match with his mom. His mom unplugs the internet. Anyways, we're sitting there, like, making fun of it, laughing at it for, like, a good, probably 10, 15 minutes. I can't lie. I know that sounds excessive, and that's because it was, dude. It was hilarious. And finally, the teammates are kind of like, all right, well, it sucks, but, like, you guys just win. I guess we have to force it. And because it wasn't, like, a big game battles match or anything, we just ended up being like, nah, we're not going to take your money. We kind of felt bad about taking it that way, bro. It's not their fault that their dude's mom just, like, unplugged his Xbox. To be fair, it's not their fault that he kept screaming and got his mom to unplug his Xbox. It's not the mom's fault, bro. She didn't want him 30 times to stop doing it, or he was going to get off and hold it back. I understand getting mad at video games, I do, bro, but if you get the warning, like, do it again when the internet's coming unplugged, then you probably just gotta relax. Finally, probably about, like, 4 hours later, like, hey, I'm grounded from my Xbox for a month. My mom unplugged the internet, da-da-da-da-da. I can't believe he would do that. He was pissed at his mom in the text, and then he starts trying to blame us. He's like, tell them that it wasn't funny, that she's making me angry on purpose, and like, I hope that they're happy that I'm grounded for a month. And me and Minecraft were like, yeah, bro, I mean, I'm not happy you got grounded for a month, but I don't feel like, I didn't do anything to make you grounded. If you got slow that easily and start screaming like that, that's just like, not my issue. I'm not happy about getting you grounded, but it's not like it's our fault that you did all that, you know? So whatever, yeah, I guess it's fine, but like, we're gonna find somebody to play with until you get back. And he got all mad about that, but sure enough, like a couple days later, we had a rematch with their new guy, and we got destroyed. The person that they ended up replacing Brandon with was way better at Call of Duty, I'll give him that. As for Brandon, man, from what I heard, like, I didn't really know the guy crazy well. His door got, like, taken off because his mom was like, no, you just keep locking me out to play Xbox and yell at it, you know? He wasn't really allowed to play much more after that. Even then, anytime he would start raging or, like, freaking out on Xbox, his mom would just unplug the router. She had moved the router into her room so she could just quick disconnect it whenever he got out of control. And I will say, as crazy as it sounds, it was probably the best for him because he changed a lot after that. Like, he went from basically a real-life Carvin to somebody that he was okay. But yeah, dude, nothing beats hearing a kid arguing with his mom on Xbox Live and trying to be an internet gangster. It's just really hard to take you seriously when you're trash-talking me if I hear you arguing with your mom in the background, dude. I feel like if I was trash-talking...
Minecraft kid never showers?
We see you, one of millions starting every day with Summer's Eve. For a unique pH-balanced formula, for gentle...
What's going on, guys? It's your boy
It's the same Minecraft house from before. And look, he's getting his house upgraded.
I know I am. And today, ladies and
Good job, Scrubby. You're making a really nice Minecraft house.
that I was in contact with in high school. Arguably one of the cringiest people to ever exist. I would say they're up there. It was this kid who was crazy addicted to Minecraft, also never showered, and was also really bossy. Not a good
Like me, but basically I'm not as bossy. I'm not gonna say I'm not bossy. And I shower every night. 24/7.
Regardless, I figured it would be a pretty good video that you guys are going to
There's only been like what? At least no more than 10 days in my life I've never showered.
You're going to get hacked by this kid. And without further ado, let's get into it. Wow, wow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
His second channel has 1.5 mil. Come on. We have to get Scrubby up in his channels up to 10 mil.
Some people in the world that you just gotta just learn how to deal with, you know? They're not the most exciting people to deal with. In fact, I would say they're quite the opposite. But it is good training to, like, deal with people that suck. And this story's about somebody that really sucked. This took place in my junior year. I came to class one day, you know, sat next to these people that I didn't really know too well. And one of the guys at the table was someone that I had seen around school plenty of times before, just kind of walking around. I had never really had a chat with him or anything. His name's going to be, we're going to name him Sam for the purpose of this story, okay? Because I have a lot of friends named Sam, and I don't want people to figure out who this is. And, you know, Sam, as I said, I'd seen him around before, but I'd never really gotten close to him. And now that I was sitting at this table with him, one of the first things that I noticed is that he had a very particular stench to him. And when I say stench, I don't mean like cologne, I don't mean like deodorant. I mean this dude straight up smelled like the piracy. And not the internet kind. Like, you know the 1800s pirates that had scurvy, dude? Like, their toenails would be falling off, they never showered. Like, imagine how that would smell. And then imagine walking into a classroom and sitting near someone that smelled like that. I literally could not believe that somebody, like, could smell this bad and not be aware of it, dude. Like, there's no way he wasn't able to smell himself. And I look at the other people at the table, and I just start laughing. This is not something that I'm necessarily proud of, but it just is something that I do. When I'm uncomfortable or in a situation that I just think is, like, weird or out there, I just start laughing. There's nothing I can do to control it. It's literally like a little tick. I remember one time, man, I came home from school. My dad looked like really sad on the couch. I'm laughing. It's not funny, thinking of this story. And he was like, Ryan, you know, your grandpa's in the hospital. And I was crying and laughing at the same time because I was just so, like, uncomfortable with the information. So I'm very uncomfortable to be sitting next to this guy. I don't want to be rude and tell him he stinks, but, like, I'm just giggling because that's just what I do when I'm in an uncomfortable spot. And so he looks at me and he's like, what are you laughing at? And I'm just kind of like, oh, nothing. And he's like, no, what's so funny? Like, if you think it's so funny, share it with the table. And I really don't know what to say because I don't want to insult him. I don't want to be rude, but I'm laughing at how he smells. So I just say, I thought of a really funny joke that my friend told me earlier, and it just keeps replaying in my head. I'm sorry. And he kind of rolls his eyes at me. And this is the first interaction I've had with this dude other than smelling him. And he's like, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Will you do me a favor and just try to keep it down? I'm trying to focus. Which, like, alright, fair enough. I guess I was giggling too much, but at the same time, dude, come on. Like, class hadn't even started yet. I was just giggling. Not to mention, I'm giggling at your stench. Like, okay, let's just relax. I could tell he was going to be a little bit of a bossy know-it-all, you know, and so sure enough, teacher comes in, you're sitting together, blah, 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 here's the project, da-da-da-da-da, and it ends up being something that we have to do as a little table, like a little group of people. And when the paper gets passed out, there was 2 girls, me and this kid at the table. One of the girls grabs it and reads the instructions and says, we have to do X, 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 like the 3 steps. So whatever, I'm like, alright, I start getting ready to do the 3 steps, but for whatever reason, this Sam kid is like, I'm gonna double check the instructions, because I just don't necessarily believe that you guys are able to comprehend them that quickly. Which, like, damn bro, that's pretty rude. We are reading the instructions on a worksheet in class. We're not reading the Declaration of Independence. I'm pretty sure we can read it. Anyways, that was the attitude this guy had. Just like, I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you, all this stuff. And so we finish our project pretty quickly. Believe it or not, we were right about the steps. And so we get done and we're just kind of sitting there talking, and because nobody at the table really knew each other, we just kind of started like talking about what we liked, what were our hobbies. And this kid starts talking about how most people play video games, but they're, you know, they're not very highbrow games. They're not games that take a lot of skill or effort or energy or strategy to them, and he just feels like people who play games like that aren't that smart, which is why he plays Minecraft. And when he says that, I honestly can't believe my ears, bro. Like, listen, I understand that Call of Duty's a pretty mindless game. Most popular games you could call quote-unquote mindless. I think it still takes a lot of skill to get good at it, but, you know, whatever. I can understand where you're coming from. But how are you going to be talking crap about how other games are stupid and, you know, that there's no skill involved, and you're playing the game where you can literally just punch a tree to, like, get everything you need? This game does not take a lot of skill. I literally play it all the time as gameplay on this channel. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I like Minecraft. But it's weird to be calling everybody stupid, claiming that you're a super strategic, smart genius because you play the block game, bro. So, the first day I've known him, I know that he thinks he's better than me, he thinks the video games I play are stupid, and he smells bad. That's what I know, dude. You would think somebody that is thinking so deeply in strategy that they're a professional Minecraft player would also realize that showering might, like, benefit the situation, but no. He's just a genius in strategy, not showering. So whatever, I leave that day, and I just can't really believe that, like, that person exists. I just think
He's such a smart ass. That's why I like watching Chubby.
I can't even believe my eyes even more. So he had told me that they really like Minecraft. You know, I believed him. It's the smartest game to ever exist. So much strategy, all that stuff. But one thing that I didn't expect was for the kid to come to school the next day in a creeper hoodie.
Creeper hoodie.
Creeper hoodie. But the strangest thing is this man is sitting in class with the hood all the way zipped up. Like, you know the creeper hoodies that you could become the creeper? He is just sitting there, like, in the creeper hoodie zipped up all the way. You can't see his face. And this creeper hoodie is not in good shape. This was not a new hoodie. This thing was covered in, I don't know what the stains were. I don't want to know what the stains were, but this thing basically looked like a Jackson Pollock painting. Like, this thing was just covered in stains. And I could smell him probably about the same time I could see him. Like, as I walked in and see the creeper, I just kind of get this waft of just BO and manwich, sloppy Joe,
The manwich.
that have been boiled for too long. It was overwhelming. Kind of like, oh, hey man, nice hoodie. Nothing wrong with wearing a hoodie, like I said. Just kind of weird to have it full zipped up in the middle of class. Instead of, like, replying with words, he just looks at me and goes, like, makes the creeper noise, bro. Makes the creeper noise. And so I'm like, oh, alright, this is kind of bizarre. And I was the first other person at the table, so the other ones come in, they kind of see the same thing, and when they say hi to him, he also hisses at them in creeper. And at this point, I'm really hoping that, like, it's not going to be this situation, but I'm starting to think that he might be role-playing as a creeper, and we're just going to have to deal with this all day. So sure enough, the teacher comes in, she starts taking roll, it gets to his name, he does a creeper noise in response, she thinks it's weird, but whatever, rolls on. We get another little worksheet to do as a table. This teacher, you know, wasn't exactly like the best teacher, so this was our normal routine worksheet together. And we're trying to ask this guy questions, trying to figure stuff out as a group. Every time we're asking him anything, he's only replying in creeper sounds. He's not saying words, he's not answering anything, he's not writing stuff down. Like, fine, you want to talk in creeper, that's cool. Then can you, like, write your answers down on the worksheet, you know, help us out a little bit? No, this man was dedicated to role-playing as a creeper. And I know what a creeper is. I play Minecraft. I played Minecraft then. Like, I know what a creeper is. But the other girls at our table just think this guy is wearing a weird hoodie and hissing at them. Like, they don't really know what's going on. So after about 2 minutes of him hissing and being, like, absolutely useless on this worksheet, one of the girls goes, okay, are you going to help us, or should I just go tell the teacher that you're going to be a freak today? You know what I mean? Which is fair. Like, all right, this is annoying. Stop hissing at me. And when that happens, he finally decides to talk words, and he goes, I'm not being a freak. I'm a creeper. You would know that if you played. Too dumb to understand it anyways. Yeah, bro, this girl is too dumb to understand Minecraft. It's just not a very hard game to understand. It's just not. And even then, what does understanding the video game Minecraft of, like, collect resources, stay alive, have to do with you pretending to be an animal from Minecraft to the point where you're not talking? I get Minecraft, and I still don't really know what you're going for, bro. Why would you want to pretend to be a creeper? The name itself should, like, let you know that it's a no-go. You shouldn't want to be a creeper, bro. That's not what you want. Alright, guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. If you take a look at your screen now, you'll see a gift card code. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card in every single video I post here on the channel as a way to say thank you to you guys for subscribing and turning on those notifications. So if you haven't already, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss another video. And,
Fun fact, you should learn early. I think everything is my fault.
What the hell?
Yeah, I give away free money, so you got nothing to lose. Thank you very much. Anyone that already has them on, I will shut up and get back to the video now. Thanks. Anyways, the girl predictably doesn't really know what he's talking about, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna go tell the teacher. So she just gets up, goes, talks to the teacher. The teacher comes over and is like, alright, what seems to be the problem? You know, you can't be talking in made-up languages during class, and you have to work as a team. And now Minecraft Kid is still sitting in the creeper costume, by the way. He still hasn't unzipped it. And he starts arguing with the teacher about how, you know, it's his constitutional right to dress this way, and the freedom of speech protects talking like a creeper. And the teacher, you know, is kind of like, all right, great, we're going to be in one of these discussions. So she just shuts it down quick, and she goes, you're right, it does protect your right to wear the creeper costume and hiss, but it doesn't protect your brain. So I'm going to give you a 0 unless you take off the hoodie and start working with them. And at that point, the kid in the creeper costume finally succumbs. He, like, unzips his hoodie and reveals himself from inside the creeper mask. And before the teacher leaves, bro, I don't know if she had just had enough with this patience for the month or the year, or like what the deal was. And then she also says, also, do not wear that hoodie in my class again. It smells disgusting. Which, hey, man, I wasn't going to complain about someone finally telling this dude that he needed to wash the clothes or wash himself. One or the other. You gotta be washing something, preferably both. In an ideal world, you're washing everything. You can't be wearing a hoodie that's stiff enough to walk on its own and then not shower. That wombo combo is going to overwhelm anyone, dude. Prison guards would be trying to throw up if they smelled this thing. Obviously, that kind of embarrassed him, and he ends up zipping back up his hoodie from embarrassment, but whatever. I think the point got across because he did the rest of the assignment in English, right? So, anyways, all is all, blah, 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 blah. We finish the school day. It's awkward. We come back the next day to him in the same creeper hoodie, right, which he wasn't supposed to wear, zipped up. I say hi. This time, he hisses at me again. And, you know, I wasn't going to go snitch. I'm just not going to go tell the teacher. I don't care. But when the girls came in, they did, because they were not dealing with it again. I don't blame them. They're great. They cared a lot about their grades. I, like, barely graduated. Whatever. It happens. they were not going to deal with this and have their grade go down. So sure enough, the teacher comes over. She's like, I told you not to wear this hoodie. What is wrong with you? Go to the dean's office. Da-da-da-da-da. You're getting dress coded. You're so disrespectful in my class. And instead of this time, you know, using English to communicate with the teacher, Sam decided that since he was already getting in trouble, he's already going to the office, he might as well just commit to the whole creeper act. So he just kept hissing. He started hissing at the teacher. And when he started hissing at the teacher, she started thinking that it was a threat. She started being like, are you threatening me right now? Are you threatening to attack me? Like, that's what a cat does before it attacks someone. And at that point, the dean people, like, came to get the kid from the class, because I guess it was going to be an issue. And she starts telling them that, like, he was just threatening to attack her and stuff. And now he's talking in English, trying to clear up that the hissing doesn't mean that he was going to attack her. The only problem was, dude, and this is so funny. He's obsessed with Minecraft, right? His explanation instead is that creepers hiss before they blow up. So he was just warning her to back up before he explodes, which does not exactly calm down the people that were coming to remove you from the classroom. So sure enough, he gets taken out of there real quick with his backpack, everything.
What? You gotta put this part.
The teacher, you know, they're like, are you okay? But yeah, after that, I think what ended up going on is he got moved into a different class for sure. I think the teacher was like, I don't feel safe teaching him, you know. He threatened to blow up in my class. He was talking about a creeper, but you guys get the point. And so I didn't see him anymore in class. I saw him around school sometimes. Never again in the creeper hoodie, though. But yeah, he got moved out of that class after that. But regardless, that's the story time of the Minecraft kid that never showered that I had to deal with. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. If you really want to support the channel, you can check out the intro song, link down below. You can also use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. Gets you a discount on G Fuel, helps me out. And of course, if you want more content, my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, can be found on there too. Last but certainly not least, if you want some
gamers are mega cringe. There you go. He literally just put.
What we value most should be held in our hands. A trust that fuels us to know exactly where we stand.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a subscriber story that was sent in to me about this dude's older cousin. It's a pretty good...
Oh my god, it's AVNJ. Fish biologist reacts to new sea monsters. Oof.
6 mysterious underwater creatures caught on tape.
From the ancient period of human civilization, people have always had an obsession with mysterious and mythological creatures.
True.
However, today we are presenting some of the video evidence where it actually shows that this world is full of surprises and mysterious creatures.
Why is that video so big? Okay, what is it?
Number 6, Loch Ness Monster caught on camera.
Oh god.
Sure. Let's see it.
An underwater camera records for the first time the Loch Ness Monster in recent months.
Uh-huh.
It looks like humans have again...
That's an above water camera.
It's not an underwater camera. Also the fucking stupidest image I've ever seen in my life. God, I've seen this image so many times.
Monster. The Mighty Nessie, which was there 1,500 years ago, sighting for the very first time as an aquatic beast, recorded in 565 in the River Ness. The anonymous creature was enormous in size, with no prominent bows, including a large body and a high neck. Spicer said he left the bush when he was directing towards the lake. After this incident, in the following years, 2 more sightings of the creature have come to highlight the most popular picture of the Loch Ness.
That literally looks like it's just filled in with dark. I could literally Photoshop that so easily, and I suck at Photoshopping.
It literally just looks like a whale dick, which is very funny to me.
Predestinated in the 1990s, the portrait was unveiled to be a deception devised by a man whose name Sperling.
Oh. So not only did he make a fake image, but it also looks like a whale dick. Double L for that guy.
Then innumerable sightings of Nessie have occurred. But for now, maybe we have the purest evidence of Nessie. The video reveals what appears to be a gigantic creature passing by the video camera that was set underwater.
This is clearly a very small stream, by the way.
A legal body accounts for the intensification of the salmon and sea trout fisheries in the Ness district.
Histories. That's
When you see a large eel-shaped object passing your camera in the River Ness, the first thing you think of is the Loch Ness Monster.
They
The
really
Foundation
tweet that?
graphs on its Facebook page. The camera is placed on Loch Ness to follow the salmon current and help local weirs restock rivers and streams. Since the Loch Ness Monster takes the highlight,
Just show us the freaking video.
it is not hard
It's
to
just a little fishy. I don't see a problem with the little fishy. Little fishy.
Regularized fishermen, despite that much speedy reflexes, they're fast enough to catch them with your own hands.
He's just talking about salmon.
As it is proven that no bears are belonging to the wild species in Scotland, people, advancement, and environmental change are their worst enemies. So 2019 is International Year of Salmon to make people more concerned about the decrease in numbers of these fish. So it's pretty much clear that a giant of that size cannot be a fish whatsoever.
What?
Additionally, it was not any kind of salmon. For the Ness District Salmon Fishery Board, it could be a European eel, an endangered species that breeds in a region of the Western Atlantic
Has he shown
called
it
the
yet?
Sargasso Sea. But it did presume that there might be something out of the ordinary. Number 5, aquatic creature in Thailand.
He showed it? I didn't see anything. It'd be hilarious if it was just a European eel.
A strange video that has been leaked
Oh, well.
shows an unknown creature is swimming close
That
to a
sucks. Well, no problem. Just reverse engineer it.
A strange video that has been leaked on Thailand.
Beep.
A strange vid.
I feel like I know what that is. Isn't that a tube? Isn't that a tube for like whatchamacallit? Yeah, the jellyfish. Or like a crustacean or a mollusk or something.
Video.
Isn't that a breathing tube for some kind of mollusk? Yeah, it's like a snail, right? It literally just looks like a cone snail tube.
That has been leaked on the internet shows an unknown creature is...
I like how they always say leaked, like someone was trying to keep this secret. It's not leaked. Someone took the video and posted it. There's no leaking happening. There's no like hacking or
swimming
something.
Close to a boat. For the time being, the video is still quite interesting as the creature...
It's literally just a mollusk. You can see the full shape of the ridges of the shell and the tube.
It does look like a cone snail.
Although none of these animals suits the creature's full...
It doesn't look like a turtle or a seal. It looks like a mollusk.
Appearance. Luckily, exceeding the few seconds, the exceptional creature can be seen. There is also a further particle in slow motion, allowing for a better view.
You can literally see the...
of the aquatic aberration. Furthermore, this reminds us of a similar kind of incident that took place in Hawaii 2015. When a local fisherman went fishing with his fishing rod, he caught a massive and strange creature using a...
When a local fisherman went fishing with his fishing rod...
squid as bait, resembling an anaconda or greenish kind of snake. This time they made the claim of catching a giant worm. According to some scientists, some of them are strange and quite grow up to 54 meters, which makes it the longest living being on Earth. We are not sure if the encounter took place in Thailand or not was that of a sea turtle or some kind of doll or an ancient aquatic dinosaur, most likely a plesiosaur.
Most likely a plesiosaur.
Some of the researchers say that only 5% of the ocean floor has been discovered.
Oh, yes.
95%.
Wow, only 5% of the ocean floor. Okay.
There's just nothing.
Heard that before.
Number 4, the strange anomaly found in Lake Michigan. Suddenly, the storm took a gigantic size, and that is when the incident happened. A gigantic and mysterious creature appears in the video. He gets confused, and fear provokes him to leave the place, but the fascination for unknown creatures doesn't let him leave. Charlevaux's South Pier Light Station Lighthouse, an illuminated landmark for Lake Michigan ships.
Yeah.
It was the monster that took the attention of Wellesley when he was...
I mean, it's a storm, right? There's going to be debris everywhere.
But for the time being, it seems so.
Kind of just looked like driftwood.
However, after the release of that video, individuals are giving an opinion. Some people are saying that it is a sort of god or goddess of the lake who is reasonable for creating the storm.
It is a god or goddess of the lake who is reasonable for creating the storm.
Others think that it can be a shark that came from the sea and trying to go back to his place. Some individuals considered that as a sturgeon, which body mass is up to 90 kilos and reaches a height of 2 meters.
Could be a sturgeon.
Sturgeon are known to be quite flexible, but the giant in that video seems to be much larger than 2 meters and not flexible at all. For his part, Dr. Pete Van Brink.
It's large and not flexible, and floating in the water during a storm. Wood.
Common in Michigan Lake, and they are totally native and invasive.
I love Moraes.
From
Look
the
at that
body
dude.
structure
Look at
and
his
movement,
face.
the chances of the creature being in the
It's like
ocean.
my grandma. My other grandma, where like her top jaw and her bottom jaw don't line up. You got enough food, honey?
Are possible.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you...
I'm too broke.
Number 3, giant monster in Chinese River.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
A snake-shaped creature appeared from nowhere, showing himself to dozens of people.
Why did his voice...
You know, a sea monster is not a river monster, dummy.
Did my audio fuck up, or did he actually start sounding weird? Did you guys hear that too?
A snake-shaped creature appeared from nowhere, showing himself to dozens of people when they were...
Is he auto-tuning his voice?
Passing through a boat at the Three Gorges Dam, a hydroelectric plant established on the Yangtze River. According to local media, the creature is almost 6 meters long and has a scary body structure.
Imagine paying someone to do voiceovers for your video, and they accidentally turn on auto-tune during the number 2.
It is also believed to be that the giant is pretty much strong, as it was swimming against the current of the dam with ease.
Literally
And
any fish can do
unsurprisingly,
that.
hundreds of theories started to come up, and some people were referring to it the monster Nessie. Although Yishang City forestry officials have yet to comment, that thing looks like a Burmese python, a common snake in the area.
Oh, and this is coming from China, literally one of the most suppressive places on the entire planet.
Those reptiles increase to the size of the creature seen in the video, making it a plausible theory that can be one of these pythons.
I still haven't seen the video.
Another possibility. The creature can be a Chinese
robot again.
Octopus sinensis. The Kaluga is carnivorous, with heavy armor-like razor-sharp teeth, and known to push fishing boats and eat fishermen when they fall into the
What a
water.
stupid face.
Unfortunately, the incomprehensible demand of humans for caviar. Furthermore, what really people cannot deny is the mammoth-sized creature has been canonized on video.
Isn't that just a
So,
python?
can we now add the Chinese Loch Ness Monster as a new legend to the already extensive catalog of cryptozoological
It doesn't really
creatures?
swim like a python.
One can only speculate, but what is clear is that a garbage bag does not move like that. Now, what is
Maybe it
your
does
thought
swim
about
like a
mysterious
python.
creature?
I don't know.
The video was recorded in Puerto Rico, where some tourist was traveling by boat, and that is when a person captured a video wherein, the end of the video, something comes out from the lake and tries to follow the boat. Then the boat gets speedy and the thing stops following. By the size and mass that have been founded from the video, it seems that the creature is pretty scary and a very unusual thing to be on a
What?
Number 1, the
What?
scary
That was it?
mass that have been founded from the video, it seems that the creature is pretty scary and a very unusual thing to be on a channel.
Okay.
Number 1, the scary underwater dragon. This fossil was found in 1996 in Anshan. It was discovered as a comprehensive form of the thing of 7.6 meters. The body, which is slightly bent, has something textured on it that came out above the surface, precisely the dragon itself. People also think dragons are from
Great
the
video,
fantasy
man.
world.
Good footage you
But
found
since
there.
they are so similar, the native people
Yep,
from
that's
this
how
place
things fly.
ensured the fossil dinosaur is a model of a dragon. In the video, someplace near the coastal region, an enormous dragon was caught by a deep-sea camera. A creepy-looking monster seems to be in a quest of finding its sustenance. In our imagination, dragons always own a pair of wings, or at least the Hollywood movies made us think so.
Wow.
The surprising fact is, in the footage, we observed the dragon emerge fin,
That's,
and the horns over the head took its monstrosity to another level.
Where'd you find that freaking much to the deep.exe?
To the land, but ended up changing direction. The gigantic size can be
why does it swim like a crocodile? It's just shitty CGI.
comprehended from the so the dragon is seen to be heading toward the other side of the sea. However, the authenticity of the video is yet to be confirmed, but believers say the ancient dragon has returned.
I'll confirm the authenticity of the video. The video is confirmed fake as fuck and really obviously so. Come on, really? Really?
We live as humans, part of nature.
Okay, we're done with this video.
He's finally starting to post a lot more videos now. Fish biology tracks the scariest fish by watching. Scary fish.
Say no to letting the
At this point, I'm literally almost not scared of anything. I'm just more creeped out. The scariest. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you a warning. This is actually kind of genuinely scary, okay? This is a really terrifying. This is terrifying shit. Like, I genuinely hate this image, but I like it at the same time. Okay, gonna give you a warning. If you get creeped out by really creepy images, please don't look. Here it is. That is a fucking hurricane. Oh, you wanna know what it looks like? A skull. You got the eye right here. Got the back. Got the jaw, and you got the smirk grin. That is terrifying as fuck. Here's another image. You can literally see it's just dark. This image is creepy as hell. It's creepy. And no, it's not bullshit. It's actually, like, if you go to the Wikipedia, and I don't care what anybody thinks, is that the Wikipedia is a really good source of data. People always think, oh, it's always unregulated. Well, guess what? It is regulated. So you can literally go to Wikipedia. You can look at the tropical part of the storm, which I. Ready? So now it's going. Now it's going, and then bam, right there, skull, out of nowhere. You can't say that isn't creepy as hell.
Back to letting out your inner super fan and nailing the ultimate victory dance. Because your team is counting on you. Get back to life, one step at a time.
The top 10 scariest fish. Let's see if we are as scared of these fish as we are made out to be. Also,
Like, yeah, that image is the creepiest image in my opinion. The thing that makes it more creepy is because it's a really, really bad storm that happened. It was a Cat 5.
Scary fish.
We pretty much guarantee you'll never step foot in the ocean again after this.
That is a big promise. We will never step foot in the ocean again after this video. That's how scary the fish that they're going to present to us are, alright? Everyone buckle up. I'm never going in the ocean again, I guess. Who does make quality top 10 videos? Hey, me. Top 10 worst fish, top 10 best fish. I made those. Those are pretty high quality and educational. Anyways, Lamprey.
Let me guess, it's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna enter the sea because there's an anglerfish. Even though the anglerfish literally lies in the bottom of the sea.
The fish in question don't necessarily need to be dangerous, aggressive, or deadly. They just need to be...
They don't need to be dangerous, aggressive, or deadly, and yet you promised me I would never go in the ocean again.
Number 10, Taku. Piranhas are scary enough without needing any help. But what if we told you there was a giant piranha...
Taku are the dumbest, most airhead, just hilarious, like, just happy to be alive fish. Taku are literally like, imagine just big goldfish. They're just dumb. They're just like, oh, and then you feed them and they're like,
Piranhas have small, triangular, razor-sharp teeth, whereas Pacu have teeth that resemble human molars because they're...
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of weird teeth on fish either. And I love Hank Green. But, like, really, top 10 scariest fish and you got a Pacu?
Adding something so human to the faces of these otherwise alien-looking creatures
admit that's unsettling.
Of even the most seasoned fishermen. Although not as aggressive as their piranha cousins, they'll eat
Not as aggressive as their piranha cousins. So their piranha cousins who aren't even remotely aggressive, they are less aggressive than the already not even remotely aggressive fish, okay? So we're basically talking about just a totally neutral airhead of a fish here. Just to be clear.
Remember that horrifying moment that Alien pops out of John Hurt's stomach like some deep space jack-in-the-box, releasing a...
No, I don't remember that, but that's a scene that I didn't need to see. Is it just me that can't be scared of deep sea fish? First of all, deep sea fish just always seem cool to me. And second of all, they're so far away from any human has ever been that it's like... I have never once been able to find a deep sea fish scary. Like, I can understand, like, okay, sometimes they have big teeth, sometimes they look a little weird because they operate under different pressures, but, like, I just can't find deep sea fish scary. I'm more fascinated by them, for one, and they're so far remote, like, separated from humans, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. I don't know, I've never been able to... Whenever people talk about scary fish, it's always just a big list of deep sea fish. And it's like, but these fish are not scary. They don't yet ever interact with humans.
Exactly.
Super soaker spray of blood. More blood-curdling than that is the knowledge that an identical-looking creature actually lives on this planet. While many
He's kind of
varieties
cute.
exist,
I think he's really cool.
dragonfish is by
I love dragonfish. I mean, this is just a cool-ass fish.
far the creepiest. Number 8, Wells catfish.
There it is.
Okay. Actually, so Wells catfish seems incredibly dumb for a top 10 scariest fish. But I will say, I live near a reservoir, a super deep reservoir, and people go diving in that reservoir. So they'll go like full scuba equipment, go to the bottom of the reservoir, and multiple people have gone to the bottom of the reservoir and seen catfish big enough to swallow people whole. So much to the point where they're so scared that they just never go diving again. Like, multiple occasions I have heard that story of, like, people just being, like, there again because of how terrifyingly huge the catfish are at the bottom. So I could actually understand this, because Wells catfish get huge.
This is like... It's about 140 pounds at least.
It's found all over Europe and eats fish and any other small amphibian or mammal with the misfortune...
Dude, catfish hunting birds has got to be one of my favorite things ever. It's just such a cool thing. Catfish hunting birds all over the shore.
Oh my
You know, they,
god.
like, put out stuff to attract the birds. Oh, it's so good.
Looking at all of the evidence, the best contender for an explanation, apparently, is a thing called a Wells catfish.
How do you get to be named Loch Ness Monster Expert? What qualifications are there to be an expert on a creature that not only doesn't exist, but all of the evidence has no more than 60 pixels in the image or video? What school, education, or research do you have to do to be qualified as an expert on that?
Number 10, alligator gar.
Not even remotely scary. Stop alligator gar fear-mongering, okay? Gar are not scary. Gar will not hurt you. If you think Gar even looks scary or cool, you should look at Solomon David on Twitter. He has something called the Gar Lab, where he basically has this lab where he hires undergrads to do Gar research and talk about how cool they are and basically try and get rid of the stigma that they're dangerous, because so many people are scared of Gar for literally no reason when they've never even... They're just like shy, chill, intelligent fish. They're so cool.
It's very tempting just to keep it out.
It is a sweet movie.
Number 6,
It's a nice fish.
tigerfish.
Alright, yeah. I'd be scared of a tigerfish. I don't think tigerfish often attack people, but I watched a documentary on, like, one of my old favorite fish used to be the fish that I have, my fish, Synodontis uterus. And schools of Synodontis swim together in, I guess it's the Nile River. And I was watching this documentary on, like, the schools of Synodontis, and then there's just fucking alligators and tigerfish everywhere, and I'm like, okay. There's what, I think it's called the Goliath tigerfish. Maybe not just a regular tigerfish, but the Goliath tigerfish.
Who's the goat now?
Mm-hmm.
Is a solid no from me. Just like... No thanks. I'm not interested. Please, no thanks. You know, I could see why you would be scared of that.
The tigerfish has such a distinct viciousness to its appearance that it needs no
Look at his fucking
name
teeth.
for its
Jesus
Take
Christ.
lots out of other fish. You can take lots out of crocodiles even, and there are stories well documented of that taking lots out of people.
The largest and most deadly of the species, the Goliath tigerfish, calls the Congo River home.
Fearsome teeth.
While other carnivorous fish are known to eat unsuspecting birds resting on the water,
What the hell were the teeth for? You just swallowed them whole. Why do you even need the teeth? Rip that fish, though.
Yeah, for the fish.
Rest in peace, my homie. You didn't even get chewed.
Number 5, gulper eel. We can all agree that pelicans are funny looking.
Hop inside my mouth.
Yeah, I just can't find deep sea fish scary. I'm sorry.
Makes them look like a bullfrog, no? This creature is truly otherworldly. The expanding jaw and matching stomach
Pretty cool.
lets them eat fish.
I would not be scared. I just think it's cool.
Large as themselves.
It's way too small to be scary to me. Like, if it could swallow me whole, I could see why you might get scared of it. Or even if it could, like, swallow my arm. But it is too small to do any of those things. Also, it has, like, never interacted with a human being.
Number 4, lamprey, also known as lamprey eels.
I hate lamprey. Lamprey leeches. I honestly hope those two species go extinct,
I
dude.
understand that.
Like I feel bad if panda goes extinct, or polar bears go extinct, or bees go extinct, or caterpillars. I'll be sad if anything goes extinct. I would not cry. I would not remorse if I heard on the news tomorrow that leeches,
I go with yes.
ticks, mosquitoes, and lampreys got extinct. I would not be upset. I would take my shotgun and shoot it up in the air. I would shoot all my guns up in the air. Freaking taste a little bit of alcohol, some vodka, even though I'm underage, and then just celebrate.
Why? Why did he do that? Why did you do that? Why?
Number 3,
I've never seen that clip. Jesus Christ. Really, cookie cutter shark? Really?
also known as the cigar shark.
For the same reason as the lamprey, I guess?
And swims warm oceanic waters
Okay.
around the world.
Yep, this is not.
Water shark
They don't do
ranges
that.
from 17 to 22 inches in length, often 2 inches in diameter, and 2.5 inches deep.
Jesus.
I guess that's why they call them cookie cutters.
Number 2, anglerfish.
Oh my gosh, an angler.
How the fuck are anglerfish scary?
I'm not. If I go in the ocean, I'm not scared. Even in the open sea, I'm not scared of anglerfish, because Laura, you have to. If you were gonna go swim to meet an anglerfish, you would freaking die. Wait, hold on. How far down do anglerfish live? $6,600 feet. Do you know what the recommended safe limit for diving is? Roughly 150 feet. Remember, okay, let's compare this. We can only dive down 150 feet. This thing lives at 6,600 feet. If you were to teleport to this thing's environment, you would instantly die because of the pressure. Some people do not know that, and this is why they think, oh, anglerfish. And plus, yes, it's gonna, maybe it'll just bite you, but like, dude, can't you just kick the thing in the face and it'll get off?
Fuckers,
Uses
though.
it like a fishing rod.
I will say. Not pretty.
Mouth full of sharp teeth. This massive mouth also allows it to swallow victims twice its size.
This far down, meals are few and far between. So to make the most of every opportunity.
I don't know how many times I've heard that fucking line. The, like, meals are few and far between. So this adaptation helps them. It's like every adaptation in the deep sea. Yeah, they're trying to eat. That's kind of like what animals do to stay alive. They eat.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Okay.
Just like
Sure.
my favorite Bond villain.
Not even remotely scary.
With over 100 red belly piranhas.
This is the one where he literally gets in the pool with piranhas and is perfectly fine. He gets in a pool, skin bare, with hungry piranhas, and just sits with his legs in the pool and is perfectly fine. What a terrible clip to show why a fish is dangerous or scary.
Haven't eaten for days.
Just another exact reason for a dragonfish. I cannot imagine being scared of that thing.
Number 1, goblin shark. Really? Oh, horrifying monster clown of the deep. We salute you as the scariest looking fish. And you were up against some serious competition.
Ready for some night terrors? This is how these things bite.
Really, Steve Zaragoza? Really?
This rare deep sea shark has pink fleshy skin and looks like some sort of deformed human shark hybrid. The elongated
What?
snout looks
No, it
like
doesn't.
a long misshapen human nose.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
paired with a mouthful of thin, sharp.
This looks like a misshapen human nose. Where did you get human from this?
While not considered a threat to humans, they have been known to bite. And if
He ain't
slugs
biting.
truly can kill, then the goblin shark must be deadly.
You know, it wasn't that horrible. I think the most legitimate ones were the lamprey and the Goliath tigerfish. I would be genuinely scared to be in the water with a Goliath tigerfish. And I wouldn't put a lamprey on my neck. I mean, Jeremy Wade's just fucking insane for that one. So, you know what? I'll give them some credit, but I'm still gonna go with a,
Fish biologist reacts to 25 most dangerous sea creatures. And they're probably gonna put like a freaking sea cucumber. Literally something that farts out its organs and then tries to scare people away.
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. That's real life ready.
25 terrifying sea creatures that actually exist? And it's only a 10-minute video? Oh, I got it. That's the one. 25 in 10 minutes. So they're averaging more than 2 per minute. Alright, it's a speed run of terrifying sea creatures.
Factspurs presents
Oh no! It's this bitch!
terrifying sea creatures
That actually exist.
Number 1, the goblin shark. Since only a few of these deep sea sharks have been caught by fishing boats, not much is known.
It's not dangerous. It's creepy as.
Teeth are enough to send even the strongest person.
I mean, a good amount's known about them, but sure.
Swimming for land. Number 2, the dragonfish.
They're just all gonna
The dragonfish.
It's found over a mile below sea level. It starts its life on top of the water.
He does sound like he's trying really hard to make his voice deeper.
Number 3.
Is it just gonna be a list of deep sea
This
deep
is a
sea
shark
fish?
that is rarely seen and lives in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Not close enough in the water to become its prey.
Or
Number 4,
small enough?
the vampire squid. This sea creature has the largest eyes of any animal in the world, proportionally speaking. This creature lives in the depths of the deep sea.
Yep, deep sea animals.
That it gets its name because it sucks blood with its tentacle.
Wait.
World prey.
Or
Number
small
4,
enough.
the vampire squid.
Vampire squid are cute. I don't know what else to say. They're adorable. Vampire squid don't kill. They don't kill people.
In the depths of the deep sea.
Yep, deep sea animals.
Think that it gets its name because it sucks blood with its tentacles. Nope, this is false. Number 5, the big red jellyfish.
Holy shit.
This huge jellyfish can grow to be over 3 feet in length.
Seems like a turd.
And it's slightly red, which is where the name came from.
It is slightly red, which is where the name comes from.
Like most jellyfish have, this type uses fleshy feeding arms to capture its prey. Number 6, the giant squid.
Yep, deep sea
The
animals.
giant squid was just a legend for a long time because it was rarely ever seen by humans.
Not that long.
It lives deep. This is a creature that you would not want to run into underwater.
True.
Number 7, the blobfish. This fish
Wait, dangerous? Blobfish? Okay, it might be weird. It might be looking. This is dangerous. It's literally a sack of flesh with a damn face on it. Okay, when I'm thinking dangerous animals, I'm thinking lions. I'm thinking freaking dinosaurs, megalodons, great white sharks. I'm thinking maybe some wolves. The blobfish is the like. Imagine this: you're a literal sack of flesh, and you're just sitting there. You're not even moving. You're just a sack of flesh sitting there. Like, blobfish are weird as hell. They're creepy. They are not dangerous. They can't do
would not want to run into underwater.
True.
Number 7, the blobfish. This fish lives deep in the waters of Australia and New Zealand and lives almost 4,000
this
feet
fucking
below
picture.
sea level.
Is this the only picture that anyone owns of the blobfish? You know that they don't look like this, right? Like, they don't look like this underwater. Also, calling this one of the top 25 scary sea...
Because the pressure at these depths is much higher than near the surface, the blob's fish body is a gelatinous mass. Since humans cannot get that far under the sea, you won't need to worry about running into this one.
I wasn't worried.
The coffin fish.
Okay.
This fish looks like a pink spine-covered balloon. Its appearance makes it seem to be the cross between a pufferfish and an anglerfish. When they feel threatened, they are capable of puffing themselves up to scare away
It's like
their
a
enemies.
Dragon Ball Z
The
character.
same way that a pufferfish can. Number 9, the giant isopod.
Dun dun dun.
This creature is permanently stuck
It's a big roly-poly.
to the bottom of the ocean. It resembles a crab, but is much larger in size.
It doesn't resemble a crab. It resembles a pill bug, roly-poly, whatever you want to call it. It's just a big one of them.
Since it doesn't
Isopod.
float to the surface, you won't need to worry about running into one if you're swimming in the ocean. Number 10, stargazer. This is a very creepy-looking creature.
Aw.
It gets its name because its
Nothing mean.
eyes and mouth are located on top of its head. Number 11, the chimera. This creature should
What's that?
not be confused with the chimera of Greek mythology,
Okay.
and they're also known as sharks.
Yep.
While these creatures used to be found all over the ocean, today they are mostly confined to deep water. Number 12,
Yeah, I'm looking it up just to make sure that I'm correct, but I'm pretty sure he spelled it wrong. I think there's a communication, because isn't it? It's like, what is it? Man, I can't spell it either. Is it this? It's this, right? Chimera. Yeah. I saw he wrote Kamara, and I was like, okay, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna look stupid, so let me look it up. But yeah, no, not a Kamara.
the amphipod. These tiny crustaceans are no longer than an inch. They're a very creepy creature and are the cross between a lobster and a cockroach. Number 13,
No, they're not.
the Pacific black dragon.
Cool.
This creature got its name for a reason. Since most of its prey
Because
is
it lives in the
bioluminescent,
Pacific, and it's black, and it looks like a dragon.
if you hate snakes, you'll want to steer clear of this creature.
Well, that's pretty easy. Just, like, with literally every one of these, just don't dive below where any human can even come close to surviving. And you'll be good. None of these are even a problem at all.
Aww, baby horse.
How is that a terrifying sea
This
creature?
octopus got his name
He's
from the
adorable.
element
Wait, what?
Surviving.
What is
You'll
it?
be good. None of these are even a problem at all.
Number 14, the Dumbo octopus.
How is that a terrifying...
Dude, I love jumbo octopi. Just look at that little face. Look at your little face. Look at the little tentacles. Look at it. How do you not see? How is that dangerous? They're like this big. They're really cute. I love them. Anglerfish are... How big are anglerfish?
The top of its head as a lure to attract its prey. Once they're close enough, it will use its razor-sharp teeth to eat the unlucky creature.
No, it'll open its mouth and use the suction to suck up the fish.
This eel is also known as the pelican eel and is one of the strangest and scariest looking creatures in the deep sea. Its mouth is huge, making it possible for it to swallow prey that is much larger than itself. Its razor-sharp teeth also allow...
This image looks so stupid. How much of the art used is uncredited? Oh, all of it. All of it's uncredited, I'm sure. But that's pretty standard for YouTube videos and the internet. I won't lie and say I don't use art in my presentations that's uncredited. I could always find it if someone wanted it, but in general, you know.
Number 17, the snaggletooth.
The snaggletooth.
This is by far one of the ugliest creatures on our list. Number 18, the hatchetfish.
Oh, I love the
This
hatchetfish.
fish should not be confused
He's so made fun of. Everyone makes fun of the hatchetfish.
with
I
the
love him.
hatchetfish that can be found in many aquariums and our freshwater fish. Its eyes are located on top of its head,
What a cutie.
which allows it to catch food that falls from above. It is only found in the great depths of the ocean.
People are mean to deep sea creatures. These guys are only quote unquote terrifying just because they're weird to you. I feel like none of these have actually been scary fish at all.
Number 19, the barrel eye.
How is it
These
terrifying?
odd-looking creatures are similar to the hatchetfish.
Dude, he looks so
as they
sad.
have eyes on
Look how
top of
sad
their
he
heads
looks.
to catch their prey. Number 20, the grenadier.
Look at that idea.
This is a bottom-dwelling fish, and they are very abundant, as they make up about...
Then what is a scary fish? A bull shark. I could like see being scared of a bull shark, or a bunch of other things that actually could be scary. It's so dumb. A lamprey, pretty scary. These are just like, are you scared of this? This just doesn't look scary at all. Stonefish, sure.
15% of the deep-sea population. Number 21, the blue-ringed octopus. At first glance, this octopus doesn't look scary. It's
Sure.
actually quite pretty, in fact. However, looks can be deceiving. It's actually one of the most
Terrifying.
dangerous creatures in the ocean. Its venom is extremely potent, since there is
Yeah, he has potent venom, but this is the opposite of a terrifying sea creature.
no antivenom. You want to steer clear of this creature. Number 22, megamouth shark. This species of deep water...
Christian and I, when we made that tier list, literally spent like 15 minutes making fun of how stupid megamouth sharks are. This is a basking shark, by the way. This is not a megamouth shark that's on the screen right now. So, not even the right shark in the second image, but you know, good try, buddy.
Because it is rarely seen, there is really no scientific facts about this creature. Its distinctive feature...
Again, that's a basking shark. None of these are
Let's take a
megamouth
break.
sharks.
Might be back later, you never know.
Has not shown megamouth
So yeah,
is its
that's good.
which can steer prey